This is a 96 Honda Prelude I just picked up really cheap because it's having a hard start issue. The guy changed the distributor cap, the rotor inside, and the ignition coil. He just threw parts at it. He didn't try researching it at all. What I found out is a lot of times it is the fuel pump relay. And that was from 5 minutes on Google. So I thought I could fix it up real quick and have a fun little car to play with. Mainly because it was so cheap. So the main fuel pump relay is up under this dash here. Well, I've got no light under here. And I'm a big guy, so this is kind of a bitch. But when I got under here, I realized that this piece is loose right here. This is the main fuel pump relay. And it is not connected where it should be up here. So at one point, somebody has replaced it in this car already. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out and I'm going to resolder the points inside. I'm going to need both hands for this. Let's take this bitch out. This is what the fuel pump main relay looks like out of the car. It's a small little box. I've already taken it apart, but there's clips right over here and over here. Pop them to the side and you can pull this out. And if you don't want to spend the $70 on a new one, you can at least give this a whirl. You can see on this board if there's a few crispy spots. Got some broken solder here on this one, and these two right here. So what I'm going to do, I've got my solder, got my soldering gun, and we're going to resolder. I do apologize, this is probably going to be a bad angle, but I need both hands to solder. So I'll do my best so you can see what I'm doing. I actually like to start by reforming the old joints. So I'm just heating up the old solder. When it's in some of these little tight spots, we can't put much solder in because it's real close to another contact. Sometimes that's the best way, because you don't want to over solder to the point where the solder is now touching both those contacts. Right, so we cleared up the two that were broken on this side and the two that were broken on this side. I'm going to go ahead and redo the solder on all of them just to make sure that there's no more dry. I'm going to put it back in the case and put it back in the car. Alright, I didn't film what was happening with the car because it was 12:30 last night when I got it home. But just a quick explain of it is it would just crank and crank. Try like it wanted to start, but it just wouldn't do it. After about the 5th time of cranking on the key, it finally did start, but it seriously smelt like gas. And then after it ran for a minute and a half after I pulled out, it ran perfectly fine. Didn't have any issues. So everything's done. I've resoldered the relay. Let's see how she starts. Oh, right up. Started right up without an issue. Nice. Didn't cost me anything. 10 cents maybe a solder. Something I already had on hand. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy fixing.